What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering. I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day. And the reviews are in for the latest Marvel movie, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. And it's certified rotten, which is quite rare, to be honest with you, for a Marvel movie. I suspect I know why that may be the case, but we'll take a look. I do think that there is like legitimately Marvel fatigue. Like I bet this video will be not viewed as well as normal videos are on this channel. But it's something it's interesting because I think I know why they're kind of artificially demoting this video, dragging it down. Also, I'm doing my final push today on new members. 200 is the goal. We're at 30 right now. It just went up. If you're considering joining as a member to support the channel, help reduce ad reads and things of that nature, hopefully today will be the day. I will never lock up chat or hide any of my existing content behind a paywall. But if you check my homepage, I've started to do some like members only vlogs and things of that nature, which I'll try to do which I will do once every 2 weeks, potentially every week. Right now, I'm doing more to help spur along and give people some members-only content to actually see. But Ant-Man and the Wasp, 53%. It's actually 52 now. I don't know. As more reviews come in, oh, it snuck up to 53 again. It's very interesting. Ant-Man is a movie I care nothing about. I nothing the movie. I mean, Paul Rudd's fine. I nothing Paul Rudd too. Like, yeah, he's fine. He's had some good movies at his time. He's inoffensive to me. Your prototypical like Hollywood weirdo, I guess you would say. I don't really know how else I would, how else I would describe it. But 53% is extremely low for a Marvel movie for a critic score. But I bet I know why. That's right. I mean, I'm sure I know why. Because it's just too convenient. You see Marvel's mini hero is back in a movie that's all scale, no fun. It's not actively awful in any kind of meaningful way because it's not remarkable enough to be that. Instead, it's a filler episode in the TVification of the MCU. It's fine if you miss it because the next episode movie will just catch you up on it. Well, that's what you get. That's what the Marvel Cinematic Universe is now. It's just, content. This is what happens when you did Endgame, right? You cashed out, and now everything feels so boring and inconsequential. You see the post-Endgame MCU continues to be a slog. This supersized, noisy, and sometimes chaotic superhero adventure won't be for everyone, particularly those who like their movies smaller, quieter, and a bit more subtle, with less blowout spectacle and fewer ants. Well, it's a Marvel movie. I don't really understand what you were expecting. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania has to be the most inert, lifeless film in the MCU yet. Interesting. Very interesting. Like it's surprising just how, Ant-Man isn't an example of bad comedy. It's bad drama, bad science fiction, and a waste of everyone in it, including Evangeline Lilly and Michael Douglas. Ironic that after the millions of dollars spent on computer-generated pizzazz, the best special effects from the two of our real-life stars serving up some real-life acting. I'm not familiar with Evangeline Lilly's other work. I don't know what else I've seen her in, but I suspect I know why they are reviewing this the way it is. I mean, again, like Ant-Man and the Wasp starts off phase 5 with a flop as a dull story and questionable execution causes the film to be wildly worthless miss. I mean, I think that the Marvel Cinematic Universe, outside of the tentpoles, outside of like Spider-Man, I'm not exactly sure about the future of any of it. I mean, Black Panther did pretty good, right? Wakanda Forever. Spider-Man will continue to do good, but it did good even before like the whole MCU bonanza, right? DC is still floundering. I think by the time DC actually figures anything out, everyone's really going to be sick of superhero movies. Ant-Man and the Wasp's Quantumania is chaotic, woefully unfunny mess that has forgotten why its hero was so much fun. The thrill isn't just gone, it's been buried beneath a swarm of plot contrivances and truly hideous CGI. You'd think that they would have actually good CGI in these movies. I mean, they've been doing CGI forever, and it seems like, and I've said this before, like, I can't look at CGI unless it's really bad, like old Doctor Who CGI or something like that. I can't look at a Marvel movie and say, like, oh, this is definitely bad CGI. I don't have that eye for that, but a lot of you do, and a lot of people do when they talk about them. But what this is like really just a cash grab. And everything in the MCU has been a cash grab ever since really Endgame. I mean, it feels like it's always been a cash grab. Everything's a cash grab. Hey, by the way, have I told you to sign up to join as a member on the channel for exclusive benefits? Plus, you get a free super chat every month. So, when I'm live streaming, you get your message up and highlighted, all sorts of cool stuff. A big dumb blockbuster that can't decide whether it's crazy comedy or gritty drama. A huge contrast between the tone and narrative leaves this one feeling far too uneven. Tired of being continuously introduced to the multiverse. Time to get on with it. Now, remember that there is this. Articles like this. Ant-Man Sorry Evangeline. Lily slams poke mandate. Nobody should be forced to inject their body with anything based. Inverse Magazine. This just a few weeks ago. I'm sorry, this is last year. Ant-Man 3, Why Marvel is Stuck with Anti-Vaxxer Evangeline Lilly. This is just somebody who wants, who wants personal liberty. She's not like an anti-poke person, at least not what I can tell. But there are hundreds of articles like this. People like games journalists or video game journalists absolutely losing their ever-loving minds because Evangeline Lilly just didn't want mandates. She didn't come out against the poke. She came out against mandates. And also, like, understand this, there was also the female star, I forget what her name is, a black actress from Wakanda Forever, that also, she was like outright against the poke in general. And the media wanted to cancel them. So is it, people who were looking for the movie to be bad and it ended up being bad anyway? I mean, it's difficult to say, but there are a lot of negative reviews here. An ultra generic, aggressively mediocre film that's intermittently elevated by the charming charisma of its cast. It's possible, it's certainly possible that the movie's, just super mid. I kind of think in general, most of these, most Marvel movies these days are pretty mid, pretty forgettable. So it is what it is. I was never a huge Ant-Man guy. You see 53% for Ant-Man. The holiday special did okay. I didn't even watch it. Was it any good? I don't know. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, even critics didn't love, giving it 84%. A lot of racists. She-Hulk, that sucked. Thor: Love and Thunder, probably worst Thor movie yet. Miss Marvel, 100% shocking. But even Doctor Strange, 74. This is basically, other than Spider-Man, The Eternals, I guess, that was another newer Disney movie, 47%. Marvel movie, Shang-Chi, Stunning and Brave. It's gone from more hits than misses to just way more misses than hits. Back when they had, a lot of these earlier on, obviously Inhumans was terrible, but it's interesting. So it could be driven by political things, but it could also just be that bad. It'll, I guess for me, I'll wait to see, I may watch it someday. I'm not that invested in Ant-Man. I like Paul Rudd, but he is what it is. So it'll be interesting to see. Are you going to go see Ant-Man Quantumania? Maybe there's no movies out anyway, so it's difficult to say. But yeah, I for one am ready for a new type of movie. So I am beyond superhero fatigued. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it, and we'll talk to you again real soon.